Salam alaikum. Detroit. Mine's number one. Just my observation. And it's not and it's a clear observation that you yourself can see, but you don't understand. Everybody, every religion, everybody believe, except for the Nation of Islam, in a mystery God. Y'all mad at me soon I said that. Everybody believe, from the Moorish Science Temple of America to Christianity to Jehovah's Witness to Jews to Baptists, whatever religion or whatever non-religion and supreme, the Most High God, an Israelite, all of them believe in the same mystery God. Not those of us in the Nation of Islam. Sunni Muslims believe in the mystery God. Everybody believe in a mystery God, except for the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam has identified the God that you and I and the world has been talking about, looking for, and still waiting on. Man, y'all crazy. No, if you think about it, you crazy. You believe in God, right? And you say that Jesus and God is coming back, right? But you're too damn scared to think, like, what do you think? Asking you, yourself, what do you think that he is going to look like? All of y'all shut up. Or you will say, I mean, none of y'all say nothing. Y'all just be, God can't be a man. Asking a simple question, what do you think he will look like? You don't have a clue. You scared to even say he. You scared to even think that he's going to be a man, God, or Jesus. You scared, but you talk about him. He. Goddamn heathens and liars, man, and confused badly. What is he going to look like? That's a real honest question that you got the right as a human being to ask God, to ask yourself, what are you going to look like? There's nothing wrong with that. But we in the Nation of Islam has identified him, and you see his work. You see it. The Nation of Islam is the manifestation of God. The love that we have for one another is the manifestation of one man's mind, one man's heart, and that is God. The so-called white man has said that they blocked off every avenue of light that can enter into the so-called black man, that can enter into the minds of the Negroes, that can enter into the minds. They block every avenue of light, bro. So for a man to come and teach a man who has a third-grade education. That's what you're looking at when you look at the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. That's what you're looking at when you ass-kissing Malcolm X. That's what you're looking at when you're talking about the 5%ers, Father Allah, Clarence 13X. You're looking at a man with a third-grade education who raised up these men with a third-grade education. When you're talking about Imam Waleed Muhammad, you're looking at the mind of one man, Master Fard Muhammad. Y'all be like, man, this some bull crap. No. You got one man picking the fight with this mystery God. You got one man picking the fight with this government. You got one man agitating and picking the fight with the most powerful government in history. One man, and that's Master Fard Muhammad. He came and built a plane, a wheel, a mothership here. He was born from a mother. He was born from a father, man. The mind that created this universe. The mind that created this universe and prophesied, told you history in advance. He knew that mind will one day take flesh. And he said, I will come for you. The mind of that God who created himself is in the man, the person of Fard Muhammad, this mixed man. So, man, y'all talking good, man. You sound like you believe that. Nah, I know this, brother. I know it from my life. I know it from the things that have happened in my life personally. See, you all believe in what we call universal law. What goes up comes down. What you put into it, it will give you back. But this so-called white man has manipulated the laws of God and has inflicted pain and suffering on God's people. And that's what the problem is. God has to come and change that. So when you put up good things, you got somebody in front of you that has the power to tell you no. Racism, saying no, you can't be a president. No, you can't open this. No, you can't do this. That's what 501c3s is. Other 501c3s cannot connect with other 501c3s. In other words, somebody's controlling our unity. But the universal law is that which you believe in. You think that that's God, and you think that you're protected by that. But that universal God is not the real power. There's no power in that. That's why we're not doing nothing. That's why you see mega churches, but that's some bull crap. It's not real, man. It's not real, brother. That's why you heard the story about Moses with the rod, and he threw his rod down after the magicians and fake witchcraft, threw they supposedly stick down, and Moses threw his down, and it turned to a snake and ate theirs up. That's what we talking about God. See, you see Farrakhan and Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and you say that they sold us out. They sold us out because you never seen a man buck and fight with this devil and survive, because you don't believe. We don't believe, man. And you can laugh all you want, saying, man, y'all crazy as hell, y'all brainwashed. No. Time has proven us and will prove us. See, when you see a man like the Honorable Minister Farrakhan call a million man march, and you see 2 million men come, and those of you who don't know nothing about it, and those of you who do not respect it, they got, what did the Million Man March do for us? You sound like a fucking fool. What did it do? 2 million men came together, man. If it ain't do nothing for your clown behind, it should at least let you know that God is with that man. He's the closest thing to God that you will ever see in your lifetime, man. No one has never called a million man march, man. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't call a million man march. The Honorable Minister Farrakhan called a million man march, and 2 million men showed up. If that does not convince you that God, Master Fard Muhammad, is a man, I don't know what will. And the scripture says, if my people will take heed to my call. He said, if. God said, if, knowing that you and I may not take heed, because we're that brainwashed. We may not even never stand up our government. We may not even never stand up. So he has to send one for you. So it's promise of Christ. It's promise of Jesus to come back for you and I, because nobody else is trying to lead you to the living God, to remove you and I from the destruction that's coming. It's a destruction that's coming that we keep playing with. It's coming. It's been prophesied, and we think, man, that's been going on forever. No, this is our hour. And the pain and the suffering is going to happen to you and I in this hour, to our children in this hour. The American economy is upside down, brother. And you and I going to take shit travels downhill. This so-called white man, this Caucasian, is planning to go to war with God. He's going to lose. He's planning to take you and I with him, though. You don't understand that? So damn blind, deaf, and dumb to the reality of what you're looking at. For real. And you want to laugh. If you common sense think, man, what do you think God is going to look like? If you be sincere with yourself will tell you, man, you're going to be a man. And in the Bible, it tells you the description of Jesus. It says he's going to have hair of wool. It tells you that his feet is going to be burnt of bronze. It tells you the identity of Jesus, and you refuse to even take heed. And let it been your money or something that got stolen. You be remember, like, man, I had the last place I had it was right over there. Then Mike came over, and then all of a sudden, no, Tone, but it was gone before Tone got there. Mike got it. You'll be a investigator about a couple of dollars, but you won't do no investigating about God. You just want to believe that everything's all right, and that's cool. And if you believe that everything's all right, then you just be all right. But don't you stand your cuckoo clown butt up trying to fight and defend this mystery God against somebody who's telling you about a living God. And you're seeing the work. We get no help except from ourselves. The United States of American government did not help the Nation of Islam, man. And we're being attacked by our own people. But if I'm gonna give you the closest thing you can, let me give you the closest thing what you're looking at when it comes to the Nation of Islam, Master Muhammad, the identity of this living God this mindset of this God who came here and built this wheel. And I seen 2 baby planes. It's like Jay-Z and Nas. Those of you that's old enough to remember that. Jay-Z and Nas. Jay-Z is, and I'm using this no disrespect, very worldly. He's very worldly and beautiful at it. I come from that materialistic, stunting on you boys world mindset. Nas is a very spiritual person, even though he's from the worldly, but he's very spiritual. And that battle that they had, that beef, that ether was so potent, it went over my street brothers' head. They didn't, man, nobody like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they feel. But those of us, the majority of us, the beautiful people that came together, we all know that Nas won. Nas killed him. He was solar systems ahead of Jigga, man, with the things that he was saying. And that's how it is with God, this mystery God y'all talking about, and the God that we represent, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan represent, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad represent, the God that stood Malcolm X up, that made him so great, that he defended and spoke about. Muhammad Ali, who made him Muhammad Ali. This is the God. This guy right here. He is light years ahead of this universal God. Assalamu alaikum.